Hello, welcome and welcome back to the Whole Bucket and another episode of How Do You Do Art? Oh, look, it's too big. Let me do this. Wait. How do you do art? And it's gone anyway. Okay, so this is the April project, and it's getting to be the end of April, and it's not done. So, if you watched any of my work on this project, you'll know that I have worked on it since you last saw me, so off camera, and I have only very little been able to peek in and see what other folks have done. So I am behind on what everybody's doing, and I need to finish because time is almost up this month. So I thought we'd get back to work. But you can see I have made a lovely dress for my lady here. Excuse me while I adjust her wardrobe. It's a little wonky. So yeah, I made her a lovely gown. Lovely. It's just lovely. But her hair's a mess, and I had to take all of the pearls out because that has to be changed. And, oh my goodness, look at this. I had a plan with the wire netting, and I ruined the wire netting. And I have more, but I don't know where it is. And nobody else got seconds on the challenge items, so I don't think I should either. What do you do when you wreck part of a challenge? Well, there's a lot of things I could do, but I think what I'm gonna do is, possibly anyway, change it from what I was gonna do to a crown kind of situation. So that was more headband. What if I twisted this though? Gave it a little extra weight. And then put it around and then put the jewels on it. I wish I knew where a drill was. I'm gonna use smaller ones because I want to drill a hole right there and put the headband / crown bit, whatever. I want to put that through there. That's all right. So that might be the idea anyway. I might create a crown out of the jewels and a bunch of these bits. And leftover pieces. And I still have that to use. And I still have some hair pieces. And I have some hair pieces upstairs too that I forgot to bring down, but I will get them. And we're going to create even more hair on this lady. Okay. So, where should we hair? That's the question. I think this one's going to have to either be cut apart or tucked in somewhere because it's got quite a bit of gloppy resin. And I just want it to be a nice curl. All right, let's see. Where's my glue? Glue. Stuck. My glue is stuck. think I'm going to try to stick these little bits under there. Let this curl sit just like that. That would be great. I think I'm going to have to get a lot of glue in there though. I think I might have to hold it for a while. Okay, now while I'm holding that, I bet we could do another hair piece. That one's too gloppy altogether. I need to pull that apart. What about, oh, wait, what about right there? Yep, I like it. I thought it would be too much on this side, too many bits hanging down, right? But the big hair is kind of the point of the whole thing I'm doing. So big hair it is. And then I'll have to do this maybe in a couple of different pieces, but put it over on this side somehow. I don't think anybody ever guessed where the influence for this girl came from. So if I get it all done in this video, I will tell where the influence came from. If I don't get it all done, I'll do it on the next video, but because there's not much left to be done here. Okay, let's see. I think I will tuck that under and behind all of this. It's going to be a little awkward, but something needs to happen right there. So I will do my best. I will do my best to tuck in some hair under there. There we go. Get. Okay, we got some right there. And I feel like this really needs a bit right here, right under here. But could it be one of the orange curls now? Maybe not that one. Maybe sideways. Okay, maybe this one. Or maybe she's not going to get to have the orange ones because they're just not going to work. Okay, I'm going to pull this apart if I can while holding on to other things. I forgot to hold on to both sides. That was a little silly. Alright, so I want this to go up here.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
You know, the number of times I didn't ask for her help and she just offers it anyway. It's a little bugging. There's a little bugginess there. Alright, so this end is the part that needs to be glued up in there. Okay, just cram it up there and get the glue. Where's the glue? There we go. Okay. Okay. Now I lost what I did with where this was. Was this right here? I think it was. Okay. need to clean your face. Your hair is out of control, lady. There you go. Oh, I forgot I'm filming. I got awfully quiet there, didn't I? I'm just trying to hold on to this for a minute. That is definitely less than exciting. Yep. Okay. Let's see. I don't know. I found my glue gun now, so I could go get it and use it. I don't know where the sticks are. So I'd only have the one in it, maybe. But gosh, the other folks doing this project with me have commented on how hard it is to get the glue to stick to the paintbrush. They're not wrong. It's kind of weird. Okay, let's see. I think I want another chunk of the hair situation right over here, since I'm unable to do the headband the way I was going to do it, and I'm unable to drill the hole. I think I'll just fill this in with some hair bits, like so, take that. Okay, stay. Okay, I'm gonna go gather some things and let this dry a little bit more and get the things upstairs that I completely forgot that we need to add to her head. And then I think we're gonna finish this up. It's gonna be cool. Hang on, be right back. Okay, I don't know if I'm ready to turn the camera back on, but I don't really seem to know what I'm doing. So, you know, why not turn the camera on? So I have this piece to go on her headband, and I smashed it with a hammer, and I wrapped this tool stuff around the copper because it matches the stuff that's in her dress, and I might make a visible layer of her dress. I mean that tool part, however that part is said properly. Then I did not want to do the gems all different colors, so I went and turned them a different color, but now they're just this ugly old color. So I don't know if I'm going to leave them like that or do something different to get some wow factor going, because those are not cool, really. But somehow they will go across the front. In the meantime, the back of her head, I think I'm just going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to do, this is her crown thingy that's going to go on her head. And I'm going to see if I can find the right cutter thingy. I'm not entirely sure. I will, but boy, if anything's gonna do what this should, and it did. There we go. I didn't think that was gonna be sharp enough because it's old and clunky and tired. Okay, so here's what I have. I went and got her a bunch more hair. This is plastic. 3D printing leftover bits that I have curled with the scissors so that I can glue her hair. I'm going to glue her hair in place. But some of these are way too long. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut off a bunch and get her some hair. All right, I'm gonna hit that pause button again. I'll be back when the back of her head is full. Yep. Okay, I am done fooling around. I'm gonna call this a experiment worth trying and a learning curve that will require many more attempts at this game. And I don't even know what else I'll call it, but I'm not happy with the gems and I don't know what to do with them, and my UV resin is not hardening, it's just staying sticky and it's gross, and my glue is not sticking no matter what I do, so everything keeps falling off my project. Yikes! So I am going to put this all together with the pieces I have and the things that I intended. In between what I have and what I intended and what I'm further attempting, we're just going to call the project good. Whatever happens, happens. I am excited to go check out Patty at the Bumbling Crafter is doing this project. Darcy at Darcy's Misadventures with Mixed Media did this project. Kim isn't doing this project till next month, so keep watching for that. Kiki and Lori, I don't know if Lori's posting any pictures on this one. I think Carrie Thumbprint Creations by Carrie. Carrie at Thumbprint Creations by Carrie. Kerry. Anyway, all the links are below, but check out what everybody else is doing and see if anybody joined in. I don't even know if anybody did. I have had my brain in entirely too many places. Okay. So, I don't care that these are little sticky little things. They're going on her anyway. And I'm going to use Fabri-Tac because nothing really seems to be working anyway. And I'm going to start with the gem in the middle. At what point does it become stickier on there than it does on my hand? Good grief. Alright, whatever. I'm just going to put these. I don't care. This is not what I was going to do at all. Like, this isn't even really the same project. I was going to do a person, which now I regret because I hear everybody did people. And I did have other ideas. But my original idea was something very, very different, even though it was the same. I mean, it would have been the same face, right? Because that's the face I got. But the look was going to be very different. I was going to go with the whole spooky kind of thing, and the smaller one, the smaller paintbrush and the smaller picture were going to be her doll. Still could be. But I didn't do all that. This is not going well. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. All right. So I can put one more right there. And one more over here. And we will close this up. I wonder if I can just hold it like that till it sticks to her head instead of my hand. I used to have a thing that was similar to glossy accents, but I do not know where it is. And I wish I did. And wow, this is 100% stuck to my hand. Wow, that's just terrible. It's absolutely terrible. Crown looks ridiculous. Okay, so does the back of her head, and I'm not going to worry about it yet because I don't have enough curly cues to do the whole back of her head. So I don't know if I will just later or I won't. I'm going to put some dabs of Fabri-Tac in here. And I'm going to make sure that we get some curly cues sticking out and covering up some of this terribleness. My stomach is making a weird noise. Just went, "Ow." I swear it sounded like one of my cats. it sounded like it could have been a cat. Just saying. Okay, I need something to push these down. I might have to trim that one off a little. I can do that once it dries, I guess. I'm going to put this one sticking up the other way. Oops. Looks like I want to do it this way. And I'm off screen. Wonder how long I was like that. I apologize. Surprised I noticed at all the way I'm going today. Let's put this curl right in here. Pull off some more of these tiny, tiny curls. Like this one, maybe. There we go. And then, how about this one? This one's nice. This one's a nice curl. Let's get it tucked in there. Let's get this one. Ooh, I dropped it. I don't know where it is. Okay. That could be an interesting puzzle, trying to find it. But it was right on top, so I grabbed it really easy. But I could see how maybe it wasn't going to cooperate. Ooh, here's a nice curly Q. Whoops, whoops, whoops. You get down there. You get down there. Maybe. Okay. Let's see. What else have we got over here? Oh gosh, I'm off the screen again. I don't even know if this is going to be a video worth putting out. I mean, it's going to go out anyway, so I don't know, check out all the other artists that I've mentioned and find them in the description box. And I'm sorry if you hardly even get to see anything I'm doing because I'm being such a doughhead. But I am putting one, I'm just putting one little curly Q at a time all along this headband with these green gems on it, so it doesn't look quite so ugly. It's very bugly. Okay, let's see if there's some more places we can get hair. I think I want to put one right there. And I think I want to put another one in there. Let's see if I can do this. Bit of a fatter curly Q coming out of there. this one. This is a big fat curl coming out of there too. There she goes. Okay. I like this curl. I don't know where it's gonna go, but it's a super cute one. Okay, this one is not staying where I want it to. There we go. Maybe that's tucked in a little better. I know I want this one tucked in. Beautiful. Alright, so I think I'm going to go through and do some details on her hair again later, because I want all of this stuff to dry to some degree, right? Well, hello, Suni. What you doing in the window? Sweetheart, you just went outside. Do you really need me to come get you right now? Alright. So I was thinking that this one could be a necklace for her, but her top is up too high to have a necklace, and I don't think it can be moved. I think it is. I wonder if I can. I'm going to try to undo the whole overskirt piece. Well, okay. So maybe we can, because I don't really like the way it's sitting anyway. It's ever so slightly lopsided, but I don't like it. So I'm going to rip her dress apart, apparently. Not what I intended to do, because it took a long time to put all these little pleats in. I put all these little tiny pleats in her dress. Hopefully I didn't wreck them. Okay. So I will pull. Let's see, I might have to do some painting because I got some paint on her neck right here. I could move this. I could curve this a little. There we go. Take that around her neck a little bit. All right, I'm going to glue this back down. So I might have to do a little bit of painting right there. Ooh. A bunch more hair I can do good things with. So I'm thinking take a bit more of this wire that I've completely trashed and create a necklace out of it if I can. Ow! It bit me. I want this twisted super tight. Ow! Echo, will you send a message to Justin?
Okay, Cheryl. What's your voice message for Justin then?
Can you do me a favor and let Suni in?
Got it. Ready to send?
Yes.
Sending now.
Okay. Let's see what this does. Ow! Other than put a bunch of little tiny holes in my hand. Alright, so I want this to stay pleated. Let it come down farther. Like so. Okay. I will definitely have to clean that up. But let's pull her dress down even more. If I can. Okay, it must be pretty solidly glued in place right there. Okay, so if I pull her dress down about there, can I now get a necklace? It has to be megatons shorter because I thought I could wrap it around her neck, but that's already glued down too far too. So I would have to do something more like this. That would have to sit right well close to there. It might have to be cut a tiny bit more. I might be able to get away with just bending it. Nope. Nope. This bead might actually be way too big for a necklace for her anyway. Okay, I'm going to chop another section off and make this quite a bit shorter. Pull it up here for choker territory. Okay, let's pretend I have that glued where I want it. All right, what do we got? We got some serious cuteness, but that gem is just all the wrong color. I don't care, I'm doing it anyway. I'm doing it anyway. That's what I'm doing right there. That gem is going to be that necklace right there. Gosh darn it. It's stuck to me. Just like everything has been today. Stuck to me. Let go. Okay. Now let's do this. Okay. Okay. This is not going to sit the way I want it to, so I'm going to flip it completely around. Okay. Now I have done damage to that gem. And now the green sewing in her sleeves is going to show because I have her dress down much farther than originally intended. Okay, so since I have her dress down so much farther, I'm going to try to pull it like so. Just to fan it out across the front a little more. And let's go ahead and put this back together. This time I want that fold to be more centralized. And I want this to be super tight around the belly. Let's get the pleats right in her dress. Come on, lady. No, 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 no. I said fan out more. There you go. This side needs to fan out because we're not having one side fanned and not the other. That would not be a pretty dress, now would it? Alright. Now, is that what I want? That is. I'm gonna tug on her dress, get it right. There we go. her poofy sleeves. And her belt. Okay, and right over left and under. And left over right and under. And if we do this nice and careful, we should get a lovely square knot. Ow. There we go. Lovely square knot. And we'll have to fix the back of her dress and fix more hair. Here's something I wanted to do though. So her dress has the gold layer. It also has a double layer of this sparkly tulle stuff. And what I want to do is do a trim of the green all the way around so that you can see all three layers. Just flop her on her face. Oh. Okay. All right, let's see what happened to her dress. Yep, I got that hanging out the bottom. And we got her pleats looking good. I think we might have to trim some of her hair. And I think I might have to do something with this piece because it's not really wanting to stay where it's supposed to. Okay, let's give it another chance, just like that. I'm gonna trim that piece of hair and this piece of hair because I don't like the way they're looking. There we go. All right, so there are some more steps to be done with this. I will show it at some point when it's done, but I'm going to call this quits for how do you do April assemblage. Just because I need to move on to other projects, but I'll show what happens because I do need to finish her hair, and I have to make it look more unified. Right now her hair looks like it is from 10 different people's heads. It sort of is, I guess. It's not from 10 different heads, but it is from an awful lot of different resources, which is making it look pretty wonky. And a curl just came undone. Why are you not even where you're supposed to be? This curl right here is supposed to be right there. And now that I'm messing with that, all the little plastic curls are coming undone. Of course they are. So I need to put this little guy right back here. And let's put this long one right back here. That's a pretty good spot. All right, and we will put some more curls in at some other time. Anywho, there is my altered paintbrush. And gosh, what a journey that was. And still is, because like I said, it's not done. It just has to be done for right now because I need to move on. But there is my altered paintbrush, and I never, so I never confessed the origin of this thing. It is Queen Charlotte from Bridgerton. Actually, from the show Queen Charlotte, you know, when they talk about her backstory. There's a young Queen Charlotte. There's a particular hairdo that I sort of went off of. I can't say I copied it because, you know, this is a big fat mess, and the inspiration hairdo was actually pretty fabulous. Yeah, Queen Charlotte's hair was pretty fabulous in the picture that I got this from, but still, it was the inspiration. I will quit. Okay. There's my Lady in Queen Charlotte's court. Oh goodness, it was a long journey for this one. How do you do art? What a mess. That's how I do art. What a mess. Check out everybody in the How Do You Do Art group and join us sometimes because it's a lot of fun. Okay, bye.